Alright, guys, welcome. I think we're a few minutes late, maybe 4 minutes late. It's alright, it's Monday. We're getting there. We got a lot to do today. So thanks for joining us. We'll start with our unscripted part. I noticed, last stream, I don't think we were recording the audio through our mic on Friday. When I listened, the audio sounded really bad, so we're gonna hopefully just let me know about the audio. Hopefully it's coming through the mic sounding better today. But we'll get the scripted part out of the way of our unscripted show live stream. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a good weekend here at the former squad house. We got a lot of new subscribers from our Shaq short. So we're hyped about that. Thank you for everybody that's watched our videos, subscribed, joined the lives, liked. It means so much. So thank you guys so much for joining. Alright, I gotta get a couple things ready because I was not ready for today. So let me get a couple things going while we're okay. So I'm just gonna get up some stuff on YouTube, our YouTube analytics, to go over what a success Shaq was, what we can learn from that. Bartman ended up doing pretty good, so we'll look at that. Okay. Cool. Alright, we don't need CapCut up for now. We'll go with Safari for a little bit. Alright, so Shaq spiked pretty good. Friday we released Shaq. It looked dead early. And I was worried, but then the algo must have seen enough. Chat, let me know if the audio's better. I don't think I was using the microphone on Friday. Like it was here, but I don't think it was my audio. So if the audio sounds better today, let me know than Friday, because I think it sounded bad on Friday. Anyway, let's go over Shaq in particular. You see, we're dead now. So honestly, first thing we might do is release our Ali short, because we're dead. We got 7 views from Bartman in the last hour. That's it. But it's okay. I mean, Shaq had a really good run. So, and also they even brought back, like, it was cool. We'll talk about it, but so we released Shaq Friday. This is just like, I don't know. Alright, we'll figure this out. Yeah, so we released Shaq Friday, I guess like around 1:45, looks like. And so by 9:45 Friday, so the first 8 hours, it had gotten 1.5k views, and even early, like it was like you see in the first 3 hours, it only got 500 views in the first 3 hours, and like the numbers weren't looking great. Stayed to Watch was like below 20 at that time. I could show you that. I could show you how it changed over time. Well, we'll look at the first 24 hours. and specifically we'll just look at stayed to watch at first. So you see, like, for the first hour it's down at 34, 42, 48, 62, and then so 5 hours. But the thing is, at this time, we can show views too. I mean, we can show views too, but I don't know if it'll overlay. But so all this time it was getting like no views, but I guess they figured out a really nice audience for it, because it got up to, like, this was, 75, 74, 78, 70, high 70% stayed to watch with a ton of views. Also, maybe, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it was our highest ever average percentage viewed. Like, look at that. Hopefully you can see that. 134 average percent viewed. So that means the average person watched it more than once. And now these are, like, it's hard to figure out, like, the exact metrics, because these are wide, big data sets. I think Shaq ended up with 32,500 views. And now, not everybody watched it for that long, but some people did. And we got 20 subscribers out of the short. So that's maybe double our prior highest short. So that's a huge success. So we're really hyped that we went from, over the weekend, we started the weekend around 102 subscribers, and we ended it at 121. And it was cool. They, like, even brought back, like, our first TO short. They brought that back to life. That got, like, a random 2,000 views Saturday night. So that was cool. So yeah, it looks like Shaq died at around 32.5K, but that's okay. It's our fourth video now that has over 30K views. You can't see it yet, but it hasn't updated. But so we have 4 videos over 30K, 7 over 20K, and now 11 over 10K. So that's good. So today, and even Bartman came back to life a little bit. It looks like it's got 4.5K views, which is not great, but it got some. We got 1 subscriber out of it. We'll take that. That makes it a W, So we're hyped about that. And then, so we gotta release something now. We gotta release something today, because we're dead right now. So we'll release the Ali short, and then we'll work on hopefully a couple shorts. Maybe ambitious, but maybe even our first modern short. We might release that stat. Maybe I'll start looking for that video, actually. That's what I'll do. Because Victor Robles threw a bat. It doesn't really fit our lane, so I don't know. I'm tentative to do the short about that, because it doesn't quite fit our lane. It's modern, it's not nostalgia, but we've had some pretty big success with the impact effects. And I'm just wondering if anybody can cover this stuff with better than we can, with our impact effects.
Third after inning number 1. And the first pitch from Estes. Swung on and fouled off on a pitch that hit him. He picks up the bat and throws it at Estes. He's been tossed. He is yelling at Joey Estes, and now he runs towards the mount. And now he...
This might be a good one to do. I don't know if you guys heard about over the weekend. It looks like Victor Robles, former major leaguer, got hit by a pitch in the AAA, and he ended up swinging at it and then chucked his bat at the pitcher. Whoa. Yeah, so, alright, so I'll show you guys on YouTube, like, there are all these videos out about Victor Robles, but they don't have that many views. See if any of them.
Find out to Halter at third back in inning number 1. And the first pitch from Estes.
See, all of them just like replay the
third back in inning number 1. And the first pitch from Estes.
See, none of these shorts do anything.
Times it's been one crisis inning where things start to snowball.
I guess. Okay, so that's why. That might have been why he was upset, if you guys can read that. He was upset because it was the third time he's hit on his rehab assignment. But still. So anyway, so that kind of adds something. This split screen effect kind of adds something. But none of these have our...
Swung on and fouled off on a pitch that hit him. He picks up the bat and throws it at Estes. He's been tossed.
None of these
right-hand batting right fielder lined out to Halter at third back in inning number 1.
Looks like we've got an
first pitch from
opportunity
Estes.
here.
Swung on and fouled off on right-hand batting right fielder lined out to Halter at third back in inning number 1.
This is the type of stuff like.
Right-hand
as long as he didn't,
lined out to
it looks
Halter
like
at
you
third
can't
back in
see.
inning number 1.
But I don't think he
pitch
hit
from
the
Estes.
pitcher with the
Swung
bat.
on
I
and
mean, that
fouled
would
off
be
on
a
a pitch
bigger
that hit him.
story.
He picks up the bat and throws it at Estes. He's been tossed. He is yelling at Joey Estes, and now he runs towards the mound. Throwing stuff. He threw an entire bucket of sunflower seeds down the third base
He
line.
threw an entire
My
bucket
goodness.
of sunflower seeds down the third base line.
Right-hand batting
All right,
right
so there
fielder
might be
lined out to Halter
we'll
at
look
third
for
back.
that full video, because I mean, I bet you it's trending. But the thing about this stuff is, I bet it's already trending down. It's like if I wanted to be there last night to make this short, that's when I should have been there, you know? But like at this point, it's like 12 hours plus since the story broke. Is anybody even Googling it anymore? I mean, we can check. We'll look, but I don't know. See, I bet, like, if this, we'll look at the peak. Yeah, see, nobody's even searching it. Yeah, it spiked. I mean, hey, we could give it a shot. I mean, everybody's waking up talking about it, but this thing is gonna die. And they're only talking about it in Washington. So, I don't know. We might leave this one be. But, like, this is the kind of stuff, like, when stuff like this happens, we're going to consider making more modern stuff, like relevant stuff. Hey, Clark's Flower Shop. Does the audio sound better on Friday than it did on Friday? Because I think I wasn't using the... I think I wasn't using the mic on Friday. So, we're thinking about making a Victor Robles short. I mean, we'll give it a shot. It shouldn't take that long. So, let's see if I can find the video. So that's what we'll look for. We'll try to find. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to find.
Introducing the second.
This might work.
Goes bad at pitcher during minor league game. AAA Tacoma.
No, this isn't it. See, like, I don't know. It's just it might be hard to find this video. It's like a AAA video, you know? So, I'll look for it for a little bit, but. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining us, we had pretty good, we had a very good weekend. We had 20 subscribers added from the Shaq short. So we're all the way up at 121. And Shaq's average percent, I might have said one, looks like its average percent viewed is 132, which is great. That might be our highest ever. We can check, the only ones that are anywhere close to that are probably our other Impact Effect shorts. So that says something, you know? The people like the Impact Effect shorts. Like TO, I know that's our most watched video, but the average viewed is close to 100%. Same thing, I think same thing with Pedro versus the Yankees was personal, because that one... Get you on. This one, so yeah, 26 seconds on a 23-second short. That's also over 100%. So like, our best shorts, your average view is over 100%. But this was an Impact Effect about Ron Artest. So 22 seconds on an 18-second short. So that one, go back to our Clemens short, our first big hit. That one had a 21-second view on a 17-second short. That one and the Shaq short are our best. Because 21 seconds on 17 seconds is... It's also like 120% plus or something like that. So yeah, 23 seconds on 18 seconds. That's why Shaq is number one. Shaq is now really our most successful short, because we're not chasing views here, you know. We're trying to build a community. So the fact that Shaq got us 20 subscribers was really great. And that's also what leans me against doing a Victor Robles short. It's just like chasing something, but it's also in the news, so hey, it might get us some views and subscribers, so we might give it a shot. If I can, I'll give myself a 10 a.m. deadline to find a good video to use. If I can't, then we'll go to plan B. See, these are all like, there's a ton of like AI made videos now, you know, and you can just tell right away they don't have what you're looking for. So this one might be it. If they don't talk about it. Sky Sports UK. Nope. Darn it. Darnst. Yeah. So I don't know. This is just. I saw it as an opportunity because everybody seems to like our Impact Effect shorts, even though they don't really get as many comments going, you know. So I don't know. It's almost like people don't they like watching them. They like watching them, but it doesn't hit the brain in the same ways, I think. So we were talking about our two lanes, like our memory lane and then our impact effect lane. And the impact effect lane, I don't think it spurs the memories and the comments necessarily in the same way. Like, I'll show you guys, if we're looking at our content here. You see how Pedro had, I don't know, I guess Clemens got a decent amount of comments. But you see it was still lower than the other three that are non-impact effect shorts. And then this one, 16 comments on 30,000 views or close to it. That was also an impact effect short too. So also not as many comments as our other non-impact effect shorts. And then when you look at Shaq, and it's just not at the top because it hasn't updated yet. Shaq only had 7 comments for however many views it got, 32,500. Where this is just interesting. It's like I don't really know which angle is the best to go for. You know, it's like here we got 32,000 views, 7 comments, but 500 likes. Then for Bartman, we got 4,500 views, 12 comments, but only 13 likes. It's just like, I guess the Bartman stuff, and it was a good lesson. It's like Bartman is hard to watch. Maybe we don't have to cover the hard to watch content, you know? It's like hard to watch for a reason. Maybe people don't want to watch it. It's because it's hard to watch. But hey, it's alright. It was alright. It's just, I mean, you know, 13 likes on 4,500 isn't great. 500 likes on 3,300, we'll take that. We want anything below a 1% like rate. Like a 1% like rate is baseline. Like we can take that. Like as in 1% of the people who watch it liked it. You can see 500 is over 1% of 32,000. It's not over 2%, but I think. But then 13 likes on 44. That's like well under 1%. That's like 0.25%. That's terrible. So people did not like watching the Bartman short. They might have watched it. Some people watched it, but they didn't like watching it. And then, you know, then we had T.O., NFL's Baddest Man, has 600 likes. Almost. So 52 comments. So, I mean, these are the good ones. I mean, we'll take the 20 subscribers from Shaq. So that's huge. That's huge. Thank you guys for subscribing. We got to come up with a direction. But, alright, for now, alright, I'll open CapCut. I'll see what we got going on here. I would like to, I don't know, if there's a,
I need a truck for all this.
well, we're looking for is a good Victor
all
Robles
his stuff. Fire up auto
video.
intelligence.
Sweet.
Uh-oh,
Because
he's gonna foul.
threw a bat at
Auto
me.
intelligence. Woo, what a ride.
Lined out to Halter at third back in inning number
Don't
1.
fit with the whole impact.
And the first
effects.
pitch from Estes. swung
Oh,
on
he
and fouled
swings
off on
through
a
it.
pitch that hit him.
Oh,
He picks up the
launched
bat and
it.
throws it
Can
at
you use the
Estes.
whoosh effect
He's
there?
been tossed. He is yelling at Joey Estes, and now he runs towards
This
the
is
mound.
not like nothing. And then he
And now
throws
he-
the whole thing of sunflower seeds on there.
Continues.
I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. We're not chasing anything. That would feel like chasing, in my opinion. It would feel like chasing to do that short, because there's just not really much there. So
Eddie in Hoboken. What's up, Eddie?
we're gonna can that idea and go to our original idea. Alright, but first what we're gonna do, we'll post our Ali short that we made on Friday after we spun the wheel. So we spun the wheel, we came up with Olympic sports slash. Oh wow, I have no why. I wonder why this. I don't know. I wonder why our Ali file is so big. Alright, here, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna have to get you on CapCut. Alright, so this is the video that we made on Friday. We spun the wheel, we got Olympic sports slash old timers, clutch moments, and them against the world. And I don't know, I was thinking about it, maybe we didn't honor the wheel as much as we could have, didn't focus on like maybe the Vietnam angle as much, or the racial politics angle of it, but you know, I don't know, I was thinking we could. Yeah, I don't. It's just those don't.
But the man's in
necessarily fit, in my opinion. All right, so we'll just watch this. I got to get a little better about playing music slash clips during our stream, because we've been hit with a couple copyrights, but nothing like bad, but nothing, no copyright strikes, but they've been noticing that we've been using copyrighted content on our streams, which we'll get a little better at it. All right, but let's take a full watch.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Yeah, it's almost like we're leaving out the Olympics. But then we include the Olympics. Alright, we're just gonna send it, guys. We're gonna send it. I'm gonna make sure I didn't already export it. I'm gonna make sure I already didn't export it. What are you guys looking at right now? Alright, let me make sure I already didn't export this. Alright, cool. Oh no, we did export it.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, we did export it, guys. Alright, I got a lot of... Alright, 1 second. Nope. Alright, cool, we did export it. Alright.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
I like it. I like it. I mean, hey, remember what we said. Remember what we said. We can make another Muhammad Ali short. We are not bound by just this one Muhammad Ali short. So I'm gonna start getting it set up in YouTube, Because that's what I remember I said first and foremost. We're getting no views right now, guys. I mean, thank you for joining the live. We got 3 viewers right here, right now. Thank you guys so much. Hope you had a great weekend. Good start to the week. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get started on uploading our Muhammad Ali was the greatest. That's a pretty good title. I mean, we could add ever. We could add ever, maybe. But let me look at the on-screen cue again. So it says the greatest versus the world.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
I mean, do we need greatest again? I mean, he says greatest. It's already the greatest versus the world. I'm trying to think of a good title here, guys. You know, I like to think of the title here as like the punchline to the on-screen cue. If that makes sense, like we have the on-screen cue of the greatest versus the world. You know, so that's what the viewers are, that's what they see first when they first open the video. They see the greatest versus the world. So in my mind, that's actually our title. You know, even though it's not the title, that's like the title. It's like the greatest versus the world, Muhammad Ali is actually the title. Because that's what the viewer sees first. Excuse me. And then at the bottom of their screen, you see, this is on like preview mode. It has our name, former squad, and then it has that. I have like a piece of cat hair in my mouth. I'm sorry. And then it says, this is where like the actual title will be. Like the title that I write into YouTube. But I like to view this title as like a punchline to our on-screen cue. Because the on-screen cue is really what the title is, in my opinion. That's what the cue is. And so this, you read the on-screen cue first. So that's the title. And so this is like title part 2, in my opinion, like the punchline. So that's why I don't really love saying Muhammad Ali was the greatest, because we already said the greatest versus the world. So that's like repeating it in a way, if you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm going to try to think, that's what I'm trying to think of now, is a good punchline title to the greatest versus the world. We could just say Muhammad Ali's clutch moments. Muhammad Ali was clutch. It's like, that goes back to the wheel, but I don't know if it backs up our short, you know? Maybe something about like how he... Yeah, I was thinking about something about how he like backs up his words, you know, kind of on the same line of that thinking. Of the... Maybe Muhammad Ali brought the receipts or something like that. We're gonna just roll with that or something like that. Or Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that's what my brain is leaning towards, because that's like punchy. It has. Yeah, I like it because he's like, and it's like the punchline to I'm gonna show you how great I am. It's like Muhammad Ali brought the receipts. I don't think anybody's ever titled something that before, so we're gonna roll with that. If Chad has a better idea, they can come up with one, and I'll listen. I gotta spell receipts first. I before E except after C. That's literally the perfect spot for me to remember that. So that's good. That's a sign we're off to a good start. Let me show you guys that I wrote that in Safari. And I spelled receipts correctly the first time. Alright, so now we just gotta write. Let's see if did they mark any copyright on us? Oh, copyright protected found. Let's see if they let us. No, it's not made for kids. We'll just put it in the Short Psycho series. I mean, we're gonna have to. One day we'll go through and like organize all of our videos into like more defined playlists, you know, because right now I only have 3 playlists that are up on the YouTube. We can go over the Shorts inspo one after we post Ali. We'll go over Shorts inspo because we need some inspo. At least I do. Then I'll show you guys what I'm thinking for inspo, like what type of, because it's not necessarily like inspiration in the classical sense of the term. You know, it's more like I see something that I think that we can incorporate into our own videos. So we'll write a description in a second. We'll write tags in a second. I just want to make. Alright, so this is that same, can you guys see this? This is that same warning that we've been given a few times. That copyright protected content is found in the short. I mean, this is fine for now, like we're not monetized. We're getting there, but we're not monetized. So it's okay. There it says right here the visibility is not affected. We're trying to get subscribers and from this content, ideally trying to grow our brand, you know, that's the idea, so that we're okay as long as they don't. I've never gotten a copyright that says like you can't do it, you know, like this is the only this is the only copyright notice I've gotten for our shorts. It's like, well, it says the copyright protected content doesn't affect your short. So I guess what they're just saying is we know you used content that you don't own, but I guess they're okay with it for now. I don't know. That's my read of it. They're okay with it. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's transformative / it says the owner. I don't know. It said something like the owner allows this content on YouTube. Did it say that? Oh, it's for the music. Yeah, so this is why. Interesting. It's for the music. It's not even for any of the visuals. Alright, so yeah, that's why I'm going to try to not like play the music as much. I mean, I've already done it on this stream. Who knows, we'll probably get a copyright on this one too. But, and that's why like YouTube likes you to, there's a function that lets you upload the short with no volume, no audio, and then you add the audio on YouTube. But they kind of like, the functionality of that is limited. Like it changes where on the short. Like I wouldn't have been able to fade it in the way I faded in on this short. You know how we like, while Muhammad Ali's talking in the beginning, the volume of the song is low and then it fades up as his audio is ending. You wouldn't have been able to, we wouldn't have been able to do that if we uploaded the video without the song onto YouTube. Like there would have been no ability to alter the clip or alter the audio clip. Also, you can't even move the audio clip in time if you use YouTube's audio. So that's why for us right now, we're taking these risks because we're not monetized, that we can include the audio on our original track and upload it, knowing there might be copyright problems, but it's not like major copyright problems, I guess. I mean, we're using it as transformation. We want these I don't know if it's DVRST or Durst, like, but pronounced like it's DVRST, but I don't know if it's Durst or Durst. Close eyes. I mean, hey, they can get the revenue from this short. That's fine, and that might be what's happening. I don't know exactly. We'll get better at figuring out what's happening long term. Guys, is the audio better than Friday? Because Friday I don't know if I was using the mic. If anybody can provide feedback on that, my own audio. So, let me know. All right, let's get this uploaded. We're gonna schedule it for. Let's give ourselves a deadline. It's August 18th. Happy anniversary to my parents. 35 years ago today. Roseburg, Pennsylvania. We'll schedule it for 10:45. Okay, we got the title I'm gonna just save this for now. We can come back and edit it before we post, but I'll show you what I wrote. Okay, are you guys on my? Okay. Good. Audio's good. Good that you didn't notice it was bad on Friday. I did. I think it was not connected to the mic. I think it was connected to the computer, so. I'll show you what I wrote for the description on Shaq, which I think I'm going to start writing descriptions like this more, because it's like, anyway, where's the description? So we said Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant player in NBA history. Here we relive some of Shaq's memorable moments with a little bit of comedy through audio impact effects. The impact effects are meant to draw your attention. Did it work? We make our videos live on a stream, blah, blah, blah. So, the reason, I think a description like this is more like personal to us, you know? It's like, people reading the description, I guess, like, I've been writing, like, more history stuff, like the full-on story, like, maybe stuff, you know, like for the Bartman short, I wrote, like, a whole, you know, description of the inning, the scenario, what happened after. But, like, with here, I was just, like, I didn't go through all the, I was just, you know, we just said, reinforce the title, and then, like, said our spin on it. Anyway, I don't know, we also did flash, like, a little subscribe sticker for, like, maybe a half a second or second at the end of the Shaq video, which nobody noticed. I've been asking people if they've ever noticed, like, we've done that a few times, and nobody has ever noticed. Nobody's ever, like, I've asked people who've watched the shorts, like, if they noticed the subscribe sticker, and nobody's ever said they noticed it. And so, yeah, I mean, we did that during Shaq, and we got 20 subscribers, and it was just a little, like, I don't know why we got so many subscribers. It's just, like, more than double, like, basically double what we got on any other short. So that was just, like, I guess with time we can get a better idea, but I think part of it was, I mean, it was a good short. It was, but about the same as our other two. It was, like, right in the middle of our 3 successful impact effect shorts, which are Clemens, now Shaq, and Artest. Like, they all have, say, 30 to 36K views, you know, well liked. But Shaq got, like, double the subscribers. So, So yeah, so we're gonna just say something similar, like Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever, one of the most clutch, boxers of all time. He won the gold medal, he won the gold medal at 18 and 19. Do we even need to say all that stuff, or do we just say like Muhammad Ali is the greatest? Here we relive some of Ali's memorable moments, through, and I can describe what we did. So that's what we're gonna do. That's like our new description strategy. And we do have a subscribe sticker in the Ali short. It's like over. There's like a HBO logo on one of the clips, so we put the subscribe sticker on that. And that's something I like to do. It's like in the art, like I'm gonna try to remember to do that in the future. Like put little stickers over the brand. The original media distributors or whatever. So we'll do that. So, no, let's go back. All right, yeah, we gotta. Muhammad Ali brought the receipts. Give it a shot. So, Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever. Period. He won the gold medal, the heavyweight title, and became the most recognizable. How do we spell it? I guess there's no E. Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever. He won the gold medal, the heavyweight title, and became the most recognizable face on the planet, on Earth. Is that true? I think we said that was true. That's what we were saying. We were saying, like, except for Jesus or maybe the president of the U.S., Muhammad Ali was probably the most famous person on Earth. It's like, who's the most famous person on Earth right now? If you really think about it, living person on Earth. We can see what Google says, but my opinion would be it's probably Donald Trump. Who's the number? I mean, and that's a little different, but I mean, he's a U.S. president, but so it's probably Donald Trump. But other than Trump, you think it'd probably be like international sports stars like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. But we talked about how boxing is not at the level that it was. So, I mean, I'm sure that my women viewers might come up with a different answer for who's the most recognizable person on Earth outside of the sitting U.S. president. I'd like to hear what the chat thinks, like today, but that's what we said last week when we were making this short, is that Muhammad Ali was the most recognizable person on Earth. Taylor Swift is up there, exactly, and she is an op of ours. She's a competitor. So she recently appeared on the Kelsey Brothers podcast for the first time. I will have sold out if I ever appear with Taylor Swift or the Kelsey Brothers. That's another sign to not trust what I'm saying. If that happens. Alright, let's go back to making this video. We got like 20 minutes to write this description. Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever. He won the gold medal, the heavyweight title, and became the most recognizable face on Earth. Here we relive some of his memorable moments what did we use here? In this one, we used music to slow down our clips and evoke memories. That doesn't make sense to say memorable moments than memories. Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever. He won the gold medal, the heavyweight title, and became the most recognizable face on earth. Person on earth. He's not a face. Here we relive some of his memorable moments. I'll just say period. We used music to slow down our clips and evoke. What do we try to evoke? Like the emotions behind greatness? Let's see what that looks like. The emotions behind the greatness. I mean, it sounds good. Is it true? I think so. We used music to slow down our clips and evoke the emotions behind the greatness. Yeah, it's facts. We also added the Ken Burns effect, where we zoomed in on the still images to give them a sense of movement and capture your attention. Did it work? I like that. It's like a call out to them. It's like, if they're reading it, it worked. And that's the whole idea, you know? It's like me asking, did it work? And the fact that anybody who is reading this, it did work on. I kind of like that. That's almost like another layer of it, if you get what I'm saying. Why not Kelsey Brothers? Because they're sellouts. Plants. So what would we say? All right, we'll save that. I'm sorry, this is laziness, but I'm just gonna copy. We make our videos live on the stream every weekday starting at 9:34. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy sports nostalgia with a hit of dopamine. It really helps our channel grow. I thought that was a good. We'll leave that. Alright, how do we like our description, guys? Muhammad Ali was the greatest ever. He won the gold medal, the heavyweight title, and became the most recognizable person on earth. We could say most famous, but whatever. Here we relive some of his memorable moments. We used music to slow down our clips and evoke the emotions behind the greatness. We also added the Ken Burns effect, where we zoomed in on our the still images to give them a sense of movement and capture your attention. Did it work? We make our videos live on stream every weekday starting at 9:30. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy sports nostalgia with a hit of dopamine. It really helps our channel. Pretty good. We'll go with that. Alright, so now we just need to write some tags. We need to write some tags on this. It's not made for kids. We don't need to restrict it. We're not paid promoted yet, but one day soon it's gonna be, guys. Then I'll have to check the box, but not yet. We didn't alter anything. Now let's write some tags. Muhammad Ali, comma, Cassius Clay, We'll just put GOAT. We'll put clutch. What were our wheel spins? We'll put Olympics. Olympic sports. Old timers. Boxing. So we'll say George Foreman. Sonny Liston. I think it was Sonny Liston. Joe Frazier. And we didn't call. That was one thing I was thinking about changing. Like I didn't doing some research after the fact. I didn't realize that when Muhammad Ali and Frazier fought for the first time, they were both undefeated. Scroll down. My bad. I didn't realize that when Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fought for the first time, they were both undefeated. And so that, I mean, I was thinking about changing the trilogy with Joe Frazier. Yeah, we're gonna definitely add all that in our tags. Joe Frazier, but the first time they fought was known as the fight of the century. We also had the Thrilla in Manila. I think whatever. There's the Rumble in the jungle. We'll say Vietnam. We'll say suspended, stripped, title, heavyweight. We said boxing. We said gold medal. We said Vietnam or war, draft, dodge, conscientious objector, Nation of Islam, Muhammad Ali, blah blah blah, Sonny Liston. One L. In Manila? Good to know. Did that just delete the whole thing? Thrilla in Manila? Alright. We'll say anti-war. I said suspended, right? Suspended. Anti-war hero. I'll say hero. Clutch moments, we'll say them versus the world. We could I'll just add some underdog, champion, conspiracy, nostalgia, dopamine, close eyes, DVRST, Don King. I said boxing, knockout. All right, we're almost out of space, guys. So nostalgia, dopamine, sports. Shorts, golden age, promotions. I don't know. We'll just call it there. That's good. We got a lot. We got a lot of tags there. And the tags are not super big, they say. But hey, we put some effort into it. All right. So, okay, we should add in a related video. Jeez, which time? Yeah, I mean, thankfully this stream has been good today, but we had like 5 different. I'm just gonna. We gotta make sure.
But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
All right. Well, this is one of them. I wanted to link. I wanted to link. This is really meta right now, guys, but I wanted to link one of our lives from Friday with Muhammad Ali. Is it this one?
Should be bag of patience.
Alright, unfortunately, whatever. So that's part of the problem, I guess. For Fridays, we had like 5 different videos. So well, one of them is tied to the Ali video. So they'll see that. They'll see that. All right, so we're live right now. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for watching. We'll have our Ali short posted here in no time. 121 subscribers. That's awesome. I'll show you guys the chart. See, did anything come alive after we went live? No. Nothing came alive after we went live. Just our live. Just our live came alive. That's it. Which is fine. Alright, can you see this? Yeah. Alright, cool. So you see this is in the last 28 days, guys. We've 28 days we've gone from 56 subscribers. We've more than doubled that. So this was after our roll kind of started with the Clemens, where we started getting some, not saying we didn't have any momentum, but we started gaining more momentum. So now, like you see, this is when we released Shaq, was the 14th. Or maybe the 5th. We released it on the 15th, but so prior to that we were we weren't stuck, but we were between 96 and 103 for like almost 6 days, almost a week. So I mean, that's good. We'll take it. And then we released Shaq, so we went up about almost a solid, not quite 20%, but gained a lot of subscribers in just a few days. So thank you guys very much, and we'll see how Ali does. And then we're gonna get started on our next one right now. We'll get started. Okay, so let me get CapCut up here. Create a new project. Let me make sure everything's okay. Alright, so we've got a new CapCut project. We've got, alright, so I'll tell you guys what we're thinking for the week. What I've been thinking. Our football content has been pretty good. Like TO. We're trying to not just be the TO guy, you know? But TO has been 2 really good videos for us, and we also got our Randy Moss and Tom Brady video that was really good for us. Let's just look at our content just to show what the breakdown currently is of our top videos. So like I said before, Shaq is not in here yet. Shaq's not here yet, but Shaq's shot slots right below Roger Clemens. So we've got TO, football, nostalgia, dopamine. It's got the music, the post-funk, Dreamwave, whatever we want to call it. Same thing with Pedro versus the Yankees was personal. That was actually our first short that we switched to using that style of music on, and it was immediately a success. So that's baseball. Same type of thing as TO though, like with the on-screen cues, middle of the screen with the cue. So same type of formula kind of, but different sport. So then we have another baseball one. And then a basketball one because that's in the middle there. So that's good, guys. I mean, we got 1 football, 2 baseball, 1 basketball in our top 4. And then if you go top 5, it's football. So 2 football, 2 baseball, 1 basketball. And you go top 6, it's so it's literally 2, 2, 2 for our top videos. Our top 6 videos, we got 2 baseball, 2 basketball, 2 football. So that's nice and balanced. We're going to keep that balance. Let's look at, so what did we release recently? I mean, we've almost been on a nice little, yeah, it's time for a football short, you guys. Like, we're going to keep, I mean, we're not going to stick to this rotation here, but you see we kind of have like a, right now at least we've got a, well, this is our Fun Friday, then football, then baseball, then basketball, then Fun Friday. So, I mean, I think it's time for a football short, you know, and we've had some successes. We've had a couple duds, but we had a couple duds in basketball and baseball too. So, you know, can't let the misses scare us from making hits, you know. So, my plan for today was Miracle Monday. We've got another Michael Vick short to make, Miracle at the Meadowlands Part 2. It's not just Michael Vick, it's the whole Eagles team as well. I mean, it happened, I forget what year it was. If it was, that was also 2010 maybe. That was also the 2010 Eagles. So we've already made a 2010 Eagles short, which was, let me find it for you guys. It was like, in terms of views, it wasn't our most popular, but like here's our first Michael Vick short. We made one. It got like no views, like under 2,000, which is not a lot for us. This one, our last one, got 12,000 views, and also you can see it has like our highest like percentage of any video. Like 539 likes on 12,000 views. Like it's got almost as many views as it's got more likes than our most watched video, with a third of the views, or even, you know, between a third and a fourth of the views. So I think people like that content. I mean, we are somewhat Philly based, so we're gonna stick to that. So today is gonna be at least start the Miracle at the Meadowlands Part 2 short, which is about, it was the end of the 2010 season. The Eagles were playing the Giants. They were down like, I forget, we can look, we'll find out when we're making the short. It was like 20, they were down like 28 points in the second half, 21 points in the fourth quarter maybe, and they ended up winning. Didn't even need overtime to win it. Deshaun Jackson famously returned a punt to win the game as time expired. And it was known as the Miracle at the Meadowlands Part 2 because the Eagles had beaten the Giants in miracle fashion before. Maybe about, I don't know when, but 30, give or take, 30 years before. That was when Herm Edwards had stripped the ball from, or I forget how, the Giants fumbled. And this is like kind of why everybody kneels now. You kneel to run out the clock instead of run the ball, because if you run the ball, you could fumble. And that's what happened. The Giants didn't need to do anything. They could have just knelt at the time and ran out the clock, but they didn't. And the Eagles returned a fumble for a touchdown and won the game. And so now that's why you see everybody in football. That's why I don't know, for the final couple minutes of football are hard to watch, especially if your team's like down and you're watching the other team kneel to run out the clock. So that's kind of where that kneeling thing started. I mean, we can look into the history of it, but that's my recollection, is like the OG Miracle at the Meadowlands is the reason why they started kneeling. If there's a different one, I don't know if chat knows, but alright, so what I'm gonna do here is try to get a couple videos. Yeah, you see, this is the OG Miracle at the Meadowlands. It's in the worst plays of all time. And you can see here, this came out 11 years ago, 10 million views. They said the greatest comeback in football history. Okay, so the full game is available here on YouTube. Here we got a mic'd up version of it.
High Noon Vodka Iced Tea time.
Look at this.
For 3 quarters, the New York Giants dominated.
Manning takes the snap. He's back again. He looks. He fires. Touchdown, Kevin Boss. And that should wrap it up.
And
we'll just have our Ali analytics up in the back.
At the Meadowlands.
It's only yeah, we'll see.
7:45.
We'll see, guys. I mean, like, it takes some time to get views. We show that in the past. All right, I'm gonna be
at the 20, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown. That's big, because with a strike that quick, the Eagles' hopes have just been heightened. Akers to kick off. It's an onside kick.
It's got to go 10 yards, and it did, and the Eagles recover it. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Philadelphia has the ball down by 14. Plenty of time to go.
Ball comes back to Vick. Here comes the rush. He ducks under a man, and he's going to run. 30, 25, 20. Vick at the 10. Ducks down at the 6. Oh, my goodness, the Eagles are alive. Eagles are only 2 for 9 on third down conversion. But this is the biggest of all. It goes to Vick. Quarterback draw. He's in! We've got a 1-touchdown game. There are a lot of nervous stomachs in the stadium right now. We have seen our share of miracles in Eagles-Giants game.
Thank you for your patience. We let Clark in. Okay, we got a view. We got a view. It's being tested. Maybe. Maybe. 2 views. Alright, yeah, this is where it's important to lock in. Because we can just... Oops. I guess we didn't really watch it for that long. Alright, we'll check back on that later. We will check back on that later. Okay, what are you guys looking at right now? Not this. Not this. We don't need this up. Don't need that up. Okay.
Jackson, take.
Nope.
For 3 quarters,
I don't know if
the
that
New
one
York
was great,
Giants
guys.
dominated.
Manning.
I'm looking for. I'm looking for the NFL's video. If we can find that. I mean, I guess we can. Maybe we'll just do this, guys. This is a little more effort, but
John Cena, SmackDown, Dr. Upstick.
I might have to have you
Another
on.
day, another drumstick.
On first down.
Might have. Yeah, we're not gonna play this. We're not gonna play this. You guys are gonna be looking because we're not trying to get copyrighted. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can have a stream with no copyright issues. We'll see. So you guys are looking at my face right now, but what I'm gonna be doing is getting. So yeah, it looks like the Giants were up 31-10 with under 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So that's like. That never happens that a team wins that game. So hopefully you guys can still see my camera because you're just getting. So I'll be explaining to you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna be. So we're gonna start. Yeah. No, all right, cool. Okay. So, yeah, Eagles were down 31-10. I'll give you a little backstory on me, where I was at this point. I was on a bus, on a mega bus back from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia, leaving my first semester of college when this game was going on, and it was cool because like everybody on the. Like maybe if it were to happen today, everyone on the bus would have been watching it, but then everybody was like following the highlights, following what was going down. And so I mean, we all knew it was like, and then spoiler alert, so the Eagles are down 31-10. They end up tying it, I think 31-31, and then win on They did a surprise onside kick. They got the ball back. Michael Vick was so good at this time. So they had a 65-yard. They're down 31-10. They had the ball. They got a 65-yard touchdown to Selleck. They did an onside kick. Michael Vick ran him all the way down to the 4, like on the first or second play. So then they scored another touchdown, and then he ran it in. So they scored another touchdown right away. So they go from being down 3 touchdowns to being down 1 in just a short amount of time. All right, I got to let a cat outside. So it's nice and cool today, which is nice. Yeah. So yeah, I do gotta remember I'm recording my screen this whole time. Alright, so Michael Vick, he was so good. I mean, he was so hard to grab, so elusive, so fast. And we've already been over, this is our third Michael Vick short. I mean, I was a big Michael Vick fan from the time I was a kid. So Let's see. All right. Deshaun Jackson was on this team for the Eagles. Shady McCoy. I mean, this was a fun Eagles team to watch. Alright, so we're getting there, guys. I just got to get a couple more plays recorded. And then we're just going to clip it all from this one screen recording. Eli Manning, quarterback for the Giants. Yeah, that's just a tough play right there. Michael Vick, like, took the ball and, like, okay, so it looks like the Eagles, or the Giants got the ball back, being up 1 score now, and then looks like they were stopped by the Eagles. So they were stopped by the Eagles. The Eagles get the ball back at their own, like, Eagles get the ball back at their own, like, 10-yard line or something. Oof. I mean, this I don't know. I wonder what point the Giants knew they were going to lose the game. It looks like I'm just watching this highlights now. The Eagles are still down 7 points with 3 minutes left in the game. And it just looks like the Giants already knew almost that they were going to lose. Like, the Eagles receivers were wide open on every play. And I think the Giants just knew they couldn't. All right, so they had the Eagles 3rd and 10 back in their Eagles' own red zone. Let's see how Michael Vick got out of this one. They blitzed him, and he flushes out of the pocket, and he takes it for, like, 35 yards. And it's just, like, that's how good he was. Maybe no player ever could have gotten 35 yards on the play that I just watched, except for Michael Vick. Like, you know, it was a great play. They blitzed him. The guy didn't keep contain on the left side. Michael Vick got around him, and then there's just nobody to stop him. I mean, so he gets up to midfield. All right, so now the Eagles are at midfield. I think they score a deep ball here, or they get a deep ball or something. Another first down. Just like they couldn't stop Michael Vick. So this is painful this is a good short because, you know, yes, we like, you know, we're big internationally, like our Shaq short was probably pretty big internationally. We can go back and look at the audience, and like football is definitely more America focused, you know, America first. And we do like our baseball and basketball international audiences, but at the same time, our home is like the Northeast, you know? So this is just classic NFC East stuff. Like, this is a game pretty much every NFC East fan. Oh, that is just such a great play by Michael Vick. I mean, he just, like, it was, the rest of the Eagles obviously played great, but it's just like Michael Vick put the team on his back. And then famously Deshaun Jackson finished the job. All right, so how'd they score here? I guess Vick ends up running it in somehow. No, Vick to Macklin. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost done with this slog. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully you can still see me and not this copyrighted content. All right, touchdown Eagles. Let's go. Tie game. Minute left. getting an ad. That's okay. So the Eagles tied the game with a minute left. The Giants are going to get the ball back. So the Eagles were down 3 touchdowns, under 8 to play. Now we're tied with the Giants with like a minute to play. So the Giants are getting the ball back. They do like nothing. I guess they get nothing. They attempt a pass or something. Yeah. Eli gets sacked on 3rd and 10 So Eli gets sacked. We'll go back. We'll just have this just in case. So it's 3rd and 10. Eli gets sacked. I don't even think the Eagles didn't have any timeouts, but the Giants had to punt because it was 4th and this is just awesome. The Eagles didn't have any timeouts. The Giants would have loved to run out the clock, but But they couldn't. They had like probably 10 seconds left or something. And Tom Coughlin, the coach of the Giants, he's just got the best confused look on his face in this game. And there's a moment where after the punter, the Giants have we'll see how many seconds. So Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, so it looks like it's about, close to 10 seconds left in the game. The Giants have to punt. But I'm sure the instruction to the punter was do not punt the ball to Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, one of the best punt returners, kick returners, long ball receivers in NFL history. I think he's a borderline, he probably should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he leads, he's up there with 50-yard plus touchdowns. He's in the top 5 for sure. I forget how high on that list he is. But he's a super explosive player. So the Giants send out their punter, Matt Dodge, almost certainly with the instruction, do not kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson. It's a tie game. They're going to go to overtime. Deshaun Jackson's asking for the ball. He famously goes like this. Give him the ball. And the punter's probably been told, do not punt the ball to Deshaun Jackson. Because if you do, it's dangerous, and who knows what can happen. So 12 seconds left. I guess the Giants call another timeout. They're on the sidelines planning for overtime, but Deshaun Jackson has other plans. So Matt Dodge punts it right at Deshaun Jackson, a super low punt. Deshaun Jackson drops it, backpedals, and then just hits a gap between all the Giants defenders. He gets a great block, and he's gone, and it's a touchdown. And then he, instead of going in the end zone, he ran across the entire end zone. And this is a memory that's in at least every Eagles fan, certainly every Giants fan, and likely the whole NFC East fan and NFL in general. Tom Coughlin goes up to Matt Dodge. He's like, "What are you doing? Why would you do that?" And yeah, it's a great walk off, great memory for us Eagles fans, tough memory for the Giants fans. So yeah, he drops the ball, and then just the seas parted. And he just hit the seam. Got a great block. And so, yeah. So this is, the cool thing about the 2010 Eagles, this team, was they were just it was like watching a party. That was my own personal description. All right, just give me 5 more seconds. Maybe 10. These are some... All right. Okay, guys. Okay. thanks for still being here. Hopefully you weren't. I wonder what was on your screen that whole time, but yeah. So that's just some good stuff. We love Michael Vick. We love the 2010 Eagles. That was my own description. That's what I was saying. Like, that was my own description for our last Michael Vick short, Michael Vick versus the Redskins. It was like a 29-second long party basically, and that's what this shorts vibe's going to be too. It's going to be like a however second long party, because that's the perspective that I'm telling it from. And like, I guess that's the good thing about Philadelphia, like, versus, you know, New York, is like maybe throughout the rest of the country, through the NFL fans, like, Philadelphia's kind of like the, you know, the little brother, the complex, you know, in New York's shadow. And so this one is perfect. This is just a perfect, like, people like seeing when Philadelphia beats New York. That's my opinion, you know, because it's like why the rest of the NFL fans enjoyed, for the most part, the Eagles beating the Chiefs in last Super Bowl, because, you know, the Chiefs are the evil empire, and the Eagles are kind of, even though they should have been the favorite in the Super Bowl, but they're a far better team, but, you know, kind of the underdog. They like that identity. All right, so we have that fully clipped. I'm gonna go to CapCut. We're gonna add that to CapCut. Good. My face showed the whole time. Good, because like long term, we can't be having copyright stuff. We can't be having copyright issues long term. So we'll see. That's why it's just like we're gonna work on ways to make it exciting throughout, but we just don't want any, like, we can't be playing game footage, you know, like the NFL won't be happy with that, and we won't be happy with that. That's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to steal any content. So it's good. We got that whole thing clipped. We should just be able to take the moments that we want from that clip. I guess it's time to check on Ollie. I guess 332 views. Not bad, guys. Like we said, I'll show you where we at. Not bad. Not ideal, but not bad. 13-second average view on it's like 15-second short, but it's really like 14-second. I don't know. Again, they round up a second somehow. It's like when I was in CapCut, it was 14 seconds. I can show you that. I mean, it was like 14, almost flat, and somehow they say it's 15 seconds. But the 34.6 is not. It's not ideal. It's not great, but again, that's early in the test. Hopefully, it's going to go way up. We like seeing the 13 seconds average view on a 15. That's close to 100%. If we can get over 100%, like later, that's great. Let's see if they're still giving it to people. Yeah, 35%, 338 views. Well, 341. Yeah, I mean, it's early. It's hard to tell. We're in the first hour. Like, it's hard to tell anything in the first hour. Like when we released Bartman, that got like, what'd that get? Like 3,000 views in the first hour or something. You know, close to 3,000. It said 3,000 views. Then when I showed you guys the next day, we had less views than when I had showed you the day before. And then there's it. You know, this one starts with 300 views in the first. Like, this is engaged views. That's not. Let me show you guys. So 342, if you can see that. 347. Like, it's climbing. It's not. We'll see. We'll see. We're not panicking. Down to 12 seconds average. I mean, hopefully they just find our audience, you know. 35.6. We're not sweating it. we're not sweating it. Hopefully we get subscribers. I don't think we got any subscribers out of it yet. We'll see. Oh, we got 122, guys. Let's go. That might be our first live on cam subscriber. That's awesome. Thank you so much to every single one of these, but it's obviously a special shout out to whoever is 121 or 122. Not sure if that was from the Ali video, but I imagine it probably was. We like seeing that. 11 likes on 350 views. Remember, our Bartman short had like, what, 12 or 13 likes on 4.5K views? So, that's a very, very... Elena, I'm not sure. It looks like he did get one subscriber. I mean, I'm assuming... No, so this, you see here, this is the screen. It says it didn't get us a subscriber, but it might update later. I'm not sure because I don't know where else that one subscriber would have come from. That, like we said, we were getting no views before that. So maybe it was somebody who checked out the live after watching the short and decided, hey, I mean, let's see if there's anything else getting views right now. I mean, it's doubtful. I mean, like Shaq, was it another Shaq? It could have been another Shaq. I mean, no, it wasn't. You see what I'm showing you guys here? Like, you see Shaq was 20 subscribers, but no new subscribers in the last day or so, give or take. So we're gonna say Ali got us one subscriber. It hasn't updated to show it yet. I mean, I could really do some deep digging for where they came from. But thank you so much. That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm just gonna. Yep. All right, guys. This is a good sign. We're gonna stop looking, but let me scroll. Yeah. So 12 seconds. A little light, but it's close to 100%. And then we got, this is up to 36.9. Really, ideally, ideally that's going to be over 75 eventually. I mean, high, lofty goals, but like, I'm telling you, when I was looking at Shaq on Friday, it was like at 20%. And I just got to tell myself, like, okay, next time I look, it's going to be like 10% higher, But like, it's hard. We're still learning the ways of the algo, we're still learning these ways. It's hard to predict. I can't predict anything. I mean, I can try, but the level of accuracy in my predictions, we'll get better with time. But hey, we'll take it as a dub. I mean, at least it's getting some tests, maybe. Yeah, it's getting some views. Got over 100 views, got 370 views. So it's not like dead, They're at least trying it. 36.9 still, 12 seconds. And like, yeah, it's gonna be easier to break these numbers down when we have more info, when it's more than 30 minutes old, when we have multiple hours in there. Didn't get the huge spike higher that Bartman did, but hey, Bartman ended up with 4.5K views, and Shaq might have not even had this many views in the first 30 minutes, and it ended up with over 30K. So we'll go back to not looking at that, but that's good. At least we're up to 122 subscribers. Our goal, like, we're really entering. I think if you look on YouTube, what does it say we joined? We joined May 19th, 2025. Can you see that? So we are about to turn 3 months old. So our goal for the end of month 4 is 200 subscribers. That's like our kind of our number one goal. Like, we have view goals, we have live view goals, But definitely our number one goal is getting this number up to 200 by September 19th. So we got a full month to do that. And we're off to a good start because, you know, we've got like 20, we've gotten a whole bunch in the last few days. So thank you guys so much. We'd like to see this view number be over, it's going to be over 500K by the time we check a month from now, at least. So we're getting there, guys. We are growing. Thank you so much. So let's get to work, at least for a little bit. All right. Okay. All right, let me focus a little bit here. I'm gonna put you guys just for 1 second. Just for 1 second, I'll put you guys on the camera so it's not so confusing what I'm doing here. Oh. And maybe I'm thinking we're going to use that same we're going to use the same song that we did for the same song that we did for the last Michael Vick short, we're going to use for this one. Alright, guys, we're getting there. Okay, now okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining this stream Monday. Yeah. So we're gonna have to. Maybe we'll work backwards here. We'll work backwards because we'll think of the clips that we have to have. Definitely have to have that one. Well, there's several. I mean, we'll just start. We'll just start grabbing some clips. Are you seeing this? Yeah, cool. All right, so now we're just breaking down we're breaking down what we're doing and the stuff we want to see. You can see just how upset Tom Coughlin was. There's just so much. This is classic too. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good one. I mean, everybody's seen this stuff. I mean, but the thing is, like, that's the cool thing about this content is, like, I don't know how much fatigue there is. Because it's like people have seen this. But it's been a while. It's been a minute. You know, it's been a minute since I've seen it. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to use all these, obviously, but shoot. We'll figure out which ones we're going to use. We're just going to cut the little bits that we might want, you know. Kind of got to have the whole punt. We'll figure out which part we want to use, but I mean, this is why we love it. It's like they're going to punt, and the whole time he's like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Oh, shoot, guys. I might have to go back and record that again. It's okay. No, we got it. All right, cool. Cool. This is the punt return. Deshaun Jackson. Should be in the Hall of Fame. We'll see. I mean, he probably might end up in the Hall of Fame. Matt Dodge. It's just like in this situation, you do not kick the ball, and that's what we've already cut those clips. That's what the coach is going up, the Tom Coughlin, after the fact. It's like, you were told not to kick the ball to him. Why did you kick him the ball? Because like you like the whole point, you know, you if you kick him the ball, you give him a chance to score a touchdown. So he ironically dropped the kick, but it was still right at him. So he picks it back up, and then there's just this huge lane that just opens, and he just hits it. You see, he just, like, in 1 second, he's through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Giants defenders. There's just this lane. That might even be more than 6. That might be 7. Yeah, that's 7. It was 7. So then he's by 8. So then it's like he's got 2 more. All right, there are 3 more. Yeah. The kicker like dives at his legs. This is the last guy who could have caught him, or the last guy who's got a shot. He gets pancake blocked, and then there's just this one guy chasing him. So he's got a whole lane to the end zone, and then he runs across the entire goal line before he goes in. Now, thankfully, Deshaun Jackson did drop the ball at certain times in his career before entering the end zone. This was not one of them. And he throws the ball into the crowd. So we got that whole thing. We're going to get that whole thing. I mean, we're not, who knows if we use it. It's 33 seconds. I mean, we can't use 33 seconds. I mean, it's a video in its own right. But at least we'll get it down there. We're going to put the clips that we want together. We might not finish this one today, but we'll finish it first thing tomorrow. Hopefully our Ali short does well today. I mean, we're going to give it 24 hours at least, so that's why we're probably not going to post today. Hopefully. Yeah, 421 views. So you see it's 7th out of 10 of our, well, let me go. You're not on Safari. If you see, look, these are our most recent videos. It's got the 7th best start comparatively to where it is in the first 8 minutes of our last 10. But like, look, the ones that were the top 2, the top 3, ironically, the top 3 got less views than everything below it. Like, Kobe Bryant was built different, got like maybe similar views to Phil, but for the sake of argument, ironically, the top 3 shorts for our first 38 minutes or whatever, these, if you go like an hour, you know, in the future, these are at the bottom. Whereas Brady Moss, if I go look, oh shoot. T.O. was like, Shaq had 206 views at this time. So, and Shaq ended up with 33K. So it's hard to tell. We're not panicking. We can go and look at the... Oh, 123, guys. Did you see that? Let's go. Thank you so much. We are so hyped. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. So 123. We started this stream, we're at 121. And we'll check actually, because I don't know if... Yeah, you see here, it still says 0 subscribers added. But I have a feeling that's wrong. You know, because I don't know where else they would be coming from. I don't know where else they would be coming from at the moment. Unless they're watching the live. Or maybe it's word of mouth, but why are they subscribing now? You know? Unless anything else is getting views. No, nothing else is getting views. So we're going to just assume that those are 2 new subscribers from the Ali short. We'll see. I mean, we can check back on that tomorrow. This is kind of like the first time that's ever happened to us, where we release a short live and then we start gaining subscribers. I mean, hopefully that starts happening more and more, because it's great. So, I mean, I'm hyped. We're hyped. It's just interesting. It doesn't update live. I mean, the views are updating live, but I'm assuming, like, I don't know if you guys saw, it looks like, you know, every other video we're only getting like 5 views on for the last hour. So this has, it's not raging, it's not going crazy, but it got 300 some views in the first minute, and it's getting like, you know, it's giving us like a couple views a minute, which is fine. I mean, this is early. This is the first hour. Like, we're not concerned. Like, when Shaq was here, Shaq was like at half the views. And Shaq ended up getting us 20 subscribers. Arguably our most successful short. So, yeah, and you guys can see that it's ticking up. I mean, as long as it's not dead. So that's why I'm thinking that we're not releasing Vic today. Hopefully we don't even release it tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining so much. It's nice and cool today. Anything else going on? We had the Trump-Putin summit over the weekend. I guess Zelensky and Trump are meeting today, apparently. We'll see what happens. You had like neocons like John Bolton coming out, like immediately critiquing Trump, saying he looks tired, saying it was a W for Putin, you know? Just like anything John Bolton says, do not trust a single word he says. Guy is evil incarnate. You know, never found a war he didn't like. You know, always for destabilizing other countries. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully the war ends soon. We're big on that. We're big on not supporting foreign intervention, unnecessary wars in foreign countries, spending billions of dollars halfway across the world. It's just not a plan in our mind, and neither in Muhammad Ali's mind either, you know. And that's why we like guys like Muhammad Ali. You know, like, it takes a lot of courage. Also, I saw, this was interesting, I saw that Spike Lee made a documentary on Colin Kaepernick that like was paid for by Disney. I guess Disney produced / ESPN maybe, but they're not going to release it. I forget if it might have been I think it was ESPN, but it could have been Netflix or like one of the other streaming platforms. But I saw that they basically Spike Lee made a whole documentary about Colin Kaepernick, And I didn't realize, I misspoke on Friday when I was comparing Muhammad Ali and Colin Kaepernick. I misspoke. I didn't realize that Kaepernick's protests started in 2016 and not 2020. I linked Colin Kaepernick to the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests when in reality he started protesting earlier. I mean, honestly, that makes me kind of respect Colin Kaepernick a little more. You know, it's like he did it before it became popular, before everybody put the black square up on their Instagram profile. You know, he was out there. He did settle with the NFL in like 2019. But for whatever reason, I think it's partially like the cultural moment we're in right now. You know, like a lot of you know, companies, institutions are moving away from the DEI initiatives that have, you know, been present for the last 10 plus years. So maybe Disney thinks it's a bad look. Maybe Disney doesn't want to feel the wrath of the almighty Trump administration. Maybe they're scared. So they ended up canning Spike Lee's documentary about Colin Kaepernick. They said, and Spike Lee was asked for comment. He said he couldn't comment on it. He had signed an NDA. In my opinion, they probably just killed it. They probably thought it was bad business. They didn't want to look, you know, like they were pushing wokeism when it's unpopular in 2025. It's just like another shot at Disney. Like, they don't stand for anything. They don't stand for anything. ESPN is trash. It's dying. You know, it's been dying for 20 years now, probably. But they're still holding on. Disney's still holding on for dear life, trying to control the media like they've done for, you know, they've been one of the major media companies for the last 60 years, you know, especially under Bob Iger's control with ABC, you know, ESPN. Now they're more than just their library, you know, they're a media empire, and they stand for nothing. You know, that's why they're dying. So that's like, I mean, come on, you paid money to like an Oscar-winning filmmaker to make a film, and then like because the cultural moment shifts against you, you decide to can it. Then why did you pay for it in the first place? Why do you want to make it in the first place? It's just so soft. Like, they don't stand for anything. I'm ragging on Disney right now, but it's all of them. No major media company actually stands for anything. You know, it's just propaganda and mind control and whatever they're, you know, pushing at the moment. Now, we're doing mind control of our own, but at least you see where I'm coming from, you know? Like, our form of mind control is for our benefit. We're trying to elevate the collective consciousness. We're not trying to drag anybody into supporting foreign wars or supporting, you know, harmful practices, which is what the media has pushed in different ways for its entire existence, since propaganda came out. That's what the media has been for, you know. But that's why they're dead, you know. We can say they're dying, or we can say they're already dead. I think they're already dead. You know, they just don't know it yet. They still have, you know, billions in market cap, billions in ad dollars, but it's drying up, you know. People are tired of being lied to. That's what the media does. They lie to you. You know, they try to get you to, you know, they push narratives, and every apparatus is pushing the narrative, you know, and they might give you some illusion that there's dissent and objection, but really it's controlled, you know. It's completely controlled. They wouldn't let anybody on there that's not controlled. And that's why people get blackballed. You know, they don't let certain people talk. So, but times they are changing, you know. So don't trust John Bolton. You know, don't trust Disney, because Disney will pay, like these media companies will pay to have films made, and then when they think it will make them more unpopular, they will can them. It's like, why did you make it in the first place? Why did you pay to make it? What were you thinking about? It's like you're afraid, you're scared. You know, you're scared of the public. Who are you accountable to? Like, that's who you're accountable to. So, typical Disney stuff. You know, scared mouse, acting like a mouse. Alright, we'll just do a little bit more. We'll try to do a little bit more. Let's see if we got any more views. Not really. Not really. Although, you see how it says, so you see how it says views are lower, also more viewers swiped away? I mean, that's partially because we've done so well, you know? Part of that is comparisons against our own success. So it used to be like now I see that and I like laugh at the algo. You know, it's like, yeah, views are lower. Yeah, they swiped away because you haven't given it to our audience yet, you know? Once you give it to our audience, they'll watch it. They won't swipe away. You know? So why are you lying to me? You know, why are you flipping me like that? Why are you trying to gaslight me here? You know, they're making me think I'm crazy. But it's not going to work. All right, guys. You see it's still ticking up. We're not dead. We're fine. And also, I didn't show you guys, but shoot. 39.2. That's higher than when we last saw. It's going to be over. I remember I said Bartman's going to be over 50. I still don't think it's over 50. But this is going to be over 50. This is going to be over 50, and we're going to say this is going to tick up closer to 14/15. We're going to bank on that. And hey, I think it got us a couple subscribers. You know? At least 2. Doesn't say it yet, but we started this stream with 121. No, guys, what's happening right now? We're at 124. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Another subscriber. I mean, we're going to have to come up with a line or something we say or some celebration we do when we get another subscriber. Thank you so much. That's awesome. You can see, we'll go to our live count. I mean, added 3 today. We were showing y'all earlier, we were at 121. Now we're up at 124. Let's go, guys. 76 to 200. So 76, our goal's now 76 new subscribers in the next month. Let's go. We got this, guys. Thank you so much. So let's get back to work so we can realize that goal. Probably going to end the stream in about 10-15 minutes. Might go a little longer tomorrow. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. Okay, yeah. So what we've got clipped so far in CapCut is Tom Coughlin's reaction to Matt Dodge. I mean, this will be another long short, but hey, it's going to be like a 30-second long party. Alright, so yeah. D. Jackson asking for the ball. What else did we get? Time limit. They sacked Eli. We don't need that. We need this. Not that, but this. They freaking
clipped it. They put an ad right as he's spiking the ball. Did you see that? So whatever. I can't include the spike, but it's fine. That's rude. Right as he was gonna spike the ball, they put an ad for it right there. That's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna clip that. We're just gonna basically get all of our clips that we want to make into a short. And hey, man, I might work on this a little bit off stream, but right now we're just getting. So we got that was the tying touchdown. We gotta have this play. This is an awesome play. Gosh, it's gonna be hard to pick what we gotta use. This is the play where, jeez, 42 seconds. So yeah, this is when we're doing this backwards right now. This is when the Eagles are down 7, 2 minutes left. Giants rushing 5 it's like, what are they 6? They're blitzing? Like, what are you doing? Like, can't you learn? Don't you learn? Apparently not. So Michael Vick just runs through them all. And gains, like, gets... Alright, well, that's actually a short play. You don't need all that. But don't, like... Giants is just like, I mean, the fact that the Giants won 2 Super Bowls under Tom Coughlin and they beat the Patriots both times, man, that's wild. Still wild to think about. Okay, so oh, this is where it started. Shoot. All right, let's go back. Okay. I mean, this Giants team was good. They had some great players on it. I guess they won the Super Bowl, like... So they won in 2007. I forget. I guess it was... maybe the 2012 Super Bowl. They also beat the Patriots. Yeah, Michael Vick was just such a boss at this time. How did I get all the way down the field? Oh yeah, this was the play I was talking about earlier, off on camera. It's like they blitz. Like, what are you doing blitzing? Because Michael Vick can just get around you, and then now there's not as many guys behind him, in front of him to stop him. So this is the play I said, like most guys here, most quarterbacks are not gaining 35 yards or 40 yards. Like a first down's great, but you see he can accelerate then past a defensive back and take it all the way down to midfield. So, I mean, that was an important play too. I mean, we're not sure what we're going to use yet, but this is why we're doing this. I guess they're subscribing off the Muhammad Ali short, guys? I guess. 124. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I mean, it's doing... It's not, like, it's not dead. Like, this is like when we released Bartman, remember I was showing you guys, like, that's why Bartman, like, this is more encouraged. I know they're like flaming me, saying people are swiping away and views are lower than usual, but let me put you back onto Safari, and it says 1 subscriber, but I think that's gonna tick up. But the reason why I'm happier here than the Bartman short is if we look at the last 60 minutes, like we posted this 60 minutes ago. Can you see? No. You see how it's like, you see how it's still getting the view every minute at least? Like, that's what I like. I like to see views every minute. We don't like to see gaps. You know? Like, that's what, if you guys remember when we posted Bartman, it like spiked to like 3,000 or whatever, and then by this time we were getting like, there was like one, and hey, Shaq was the same way, and Shaq ended up working out. But here, we just like seeing that. We like seeing at least a view a minute, you know. At least they're putting it out there, seeing what people like. I mean, hopefully they see that we're getting lots of subscribers here. I mean, 3 off of 500 views is insane. Not even. That's insane. Like, that's insane. Like, Shaq, we got 20 off of 32K or whatever, which is amazing. But, like, if you do some simple math, like 3 over 485 or whatever is a much greater percentage than 20 over 32K. We got some math guys here. They can figure it out. But basically, that's a great subscriber ratio. Subscriber added to view ratio, if you want to call it. We can come up with a term for that. So that's just awesome. All right. And then we're going to... So we're almost there. We've got like this Vic short, you can see it's like we've got over a minute clipped so far. We're not even done. So we're gonna have a lot of work to do tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish the Vic short. We might post it depending on how. Tomorrow we're gonna finish the Vic short. I'll have it all clipped by then. Maybe even trimmed and cut down a little bit. So we'll finish the Vic short. Post it depending on how well Ali is doing. Go over Ali. And then we'll start playing the rest of the week. We're going to do another Impact Effect short at some point. We decided against doing the Gene Segura short today. Just because as we're not chasing anything, you know, this is our lane. We're sports nostalgia dopamine. You know? If that makes sense. Not exclusively, not forever, but we are owning this lane right now. You know, we're the #1 fastest growing sports nostalgia, you know, channel on YouTube. I'm just saying that, but I think it's a fact. So thank you guys so much. We're just starting this journey. We have so many directions that we're going from here, and we're figuring it all out live. You know, we started today. We hadn't posted Ali. We were down at 121 subscribers. Now we're at, you see how it says +1 now. Now we're at 124. Let me go to, we're at 124. So that's huge, guys. I mean, that's I'm so grateful. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday. I'll be on 9:30 sharp tomorrow. We'll finish Vic. We'll go over Muhammad Ali. We might post Vic depending on how well Ali's doing, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll leave. We'll at least finish Vic. If we do another short tomorrow, hey, that's icing on the cake. But we gotta finish Vic. We've already released a short this week. Last week was a major success because we got more views than the week before, we got more subscribers than the week before, and we released one less video. Whereas this week we just started. So last week we released 3 videos. We just released one this week, starting on Monday. So great start to the day, guys. Great start to the week. Thank you guys for joining. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Enjoy the cooler weather while it's here. Thanks for chiming in the chat. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, watching, supporting the former squad. And we'll run it back tomorrow. All right, peace, everybody. Have a good day.